Welcome back, Vicarious viewers. My name is Vicente, and here we are, the finale of Season 4 of The Expanse. Cibola Burn. I was supposed to film this reaction last night, but when I was getting dinner, one of my friends hit me up and invited me out to the barcade and was like, come out for one drink. And of course, one drink turns into more than one drink. But I think part of me was also willing to go out because I don't want it to be over. Another season gone. I'm gonna have to wait who knows how long again for another one. Hopefully the wait until next season won't be as long as this wait between the last two seasons, because of course they had their whole exchange between Sci-Fi and Amazon, being dropped by Sci-Fi and had to be picked up by Amazon before they could move forward with production on season 4. I'm gonna be sad when this is over. I love this show. But what a cliffhanger to leave off on last episode. Holden walking in the room right as the doctor is pulling the thing up to the evil god's eye, as he described it, or little black hole, or whatever it is, which obviously kills or deactivates the protomolecule in some way because it took out all those flying fragments that came after the doctor. I hope she lives. I like her. And I like that if she survives, Holden will have some like a scientific mind grounding what he's experiencing. So maybe she can help explain what's going on to him and make him feel less crazy, because I think he's been having trouble holding it together, thinking like, why is this only happening to me? I think she'll be a real asset. She'll be able to help explain the communication, and she'll be able to, of course, spread her knowledge and understanding of the protomolecule to the rest of the scientific community. Hopefully, other interests don't start butting their heads in again, but of course they always do. Everyone has their own motives, be it financial or security or emotional. Actually, last episode we didn't see any of Bobbie or Avasarala. I didn't mind not seeing Avasarala because I agree with her. Fuck politics when shit like this is going down. Priorities. And as for Bobbie, she was upset with her side piece man. Well, I guess not a side piece. I think she was starting to gain feelings and was upgrading him emotionally to a main man. But he wants to leave and she wants to stay. But then he invited her to go with her, which I think he genuinely wants her to do. But what is she feeling? What does she want to do? Because she still has all this pride for Mars, but she thinks it's the whole dream of it is crumbling around her. And I just want her to get back with the Rossi. I think she'll deal better with them. Honestly, I think she might hook up with Avasarala first. Actually, if Avasarala loses this election, would she leave Earth? Hmm. I mean, at this point, I haven't even like entertained the thought of what would happen if Avasarala did lose the election. She's not going to lose the election. I don't think so. But maybe if she does win it, maybe it still is under some shady circumstances. Her husband, I think if she does win, it'll be at the expense of her husband, because he's already really disappointed with her in using their son. So those are two things that need to be touched on in this episode. It's not a particularly long episode, 48 minutes. I'd always wish there was more, but as for what's happening on Illis, I think there's two. I think there's three possible outcomes. As she was pulling Miller up into the God's Eye, she. I'm hoping she survives. At this point, I'm going to say she survives, because if she dies, then Miller loses his only other credible witness to Proto Miller, and he's on his own again. And I'd be disappointed if they kill her off. But she lives. She lugs him into the thing. I think the whole planet is like charging up for something to do something. Maybe it'd be cool if all of the moons start activating too, and they're all glowing, and maybe like showing some kind of like fields around the planet or whatever. And but I think once she lugs him in, one of two things could happen: either everything could just start shutting off, but that would be very anticlimactic. Um, but if that's what happens in the books, I would respect that. Don't tell me if that's what does happen in the books, because eventually I do want to read those too, and I don't want to be spoiled in that regard. Or we could get a more cinematic shit starts blowing up and going haywire. Different spires start exploding, and there is a possibility that all of the Belters and Earthers that are still camped out in the main spire they came out of, they could die. That way could just completely blow up, and they have to find another way out of the center of the planet or wherever they are at the moment, which would leave Holden, Amos, the Doctor, and Mercury still alive because Holden wants to take him back for justice. And I know it'd probably save them a lot of grief now if they probably just did kill him, but of course the good guy's got to be the good guy. They got to bring people justice. I don't think Mercury's going to make that easy. I think he may try to make another play at James and get himself killed. I'd be very surprised if he actually makes this out of. I'd be very surprised if he makes it out of this alive and gets put in custody successfully. But anything could happen. Um, if there are those explosions, either it could be like big light show and then everything goes dormant after that, after the light show, and the planet is left okay, but dismantled. And of course, the ships can then use their fusion reactors and get off the planet and shuttle everybody. Or it could start setting off a chain reaction where the whole planet could go and they have to evacuate everybody. Which, in the same matter, like, who knows? Maybe everyone dies. Will this be another Eros? Is it possible that only James, the Doctor, Mercury, and Amos get off the planet, but everyone else dies and it is another Eros? Because that would put up a huge red flag to the rest of humanity saying, like, hey, we lost everybody here except for a few again. And it'll quell their gold rush vibe a little bit because they don't know what they're getting into and they don't know how many other planets in these systems are already like teeming with prototech technology that could awaken and kill everyone at any given moment. But enough for speculating. Let's get into this episode. Oh yeah, I was also saying that I thought that this whole planet was maybe a weapon of its own. Maybe this Cibola burns means they like turn it on and it like scorches the planet, but then like fires. But where would it fire? Would it destroy a random target or one of their own? Like fire through the ring and like blow up something else? Blow up one of our planets. That'd be crazy. Hell, it fires and destroys their ring and they're stranded who knows where in the universe. And they have to find a way to reactivate the protomolecule to rebuild a ring gate. That'd be crazy. No! Don't die! I like her. Doc! Did she like pass through it? She had an experience like James. What did she see? Seems like it was the anticlimactic shutoff, though.
All those big energy emitters on the surface have stopped.
Oh, no explosions?
Same with the moons. I'm gonna try the reactor again.
The reactor's working?
Yes!
Nice. Oh, Amos. You're not dead. He's always so jumpy, though.
Yeah. How bad is it?
It's pretty bad.
I'm a little messed up.
Oh, yeah, they still have to deal with Marco. I forgot about him. Someone gonna shoot him in the head this time.
Someone was working here recently.
These rock just iron nickel. What's nothing nada?
Oh, what were you doing here? Find this ship, put us on course for intercept.
Yes, boss man.
Who's that?
Get out.
I told you where he was. I never said he'd still be there.
Why were you helping him?
Money. Was all this talk of putting our hate aside just talk?
Damn it. When they showed those pliers moving away, I was like, is he gonna grab those? God damn it.
You really think it's a setup?
Yeah.
But why? And why now, after all the jobs we've pulled?
I don't know.
Cut off
I don't
loose
know the fact
ties.
that Isa has no idea what merchandise he's moving. I'm just trying to keep him from doing anything stupid.
And me, too, of course.
That, unfortunately, is unavoidable.
It's a lot of money.
It'd be smart for someone doing something illegal to cut
Are you gonna rat
ties.
us out?
Anyone that knows about them, kill them off.
You should probably roll that a little tighter.
What did she see in there?
Sorry.
Please shoot him.
Stay.
I mean, I guess it would be trouble down the line, like, explaining why he shot him, but...
How you doing?
The bleeding is under control.
What do you see in there?
It was more like I felt it. I could feel the spaces between things. Something was there, moving towards me.
You're not crazy.
That's interesting.
I might rather be.
I'm not sure I'm up for a long walk, especially if we have to carry dead weight.
Do it, Amos. Kill him.
That looks like sky to me.
As far as you've been falling, how could there be
Kill
sky?
him while I'm gone.
Did you, like, fall the whole way through the planet?
Oh, he has it coming. I know, but it's important to me. Promise.
Damn it. If Amos dies, I revolt. That's another thing. Ever since, like, the first season, like, since what's-his-name got his head plopped off by some debris in, like, episode 3 or 4, we haven't had anyone, like, on the Rossi crew die. There haven't been any, like, super close personal stakes like that. And I keep wondering, like, are we due for a major death? Especially now with Holden's cancer revelation. I'm starting to think, like, is it his time? Is it better? And feeling your body waste away? Damn, he flew straight through the planet to somewhere else. I was thinking he was, like, in the core or something.
Are you alright?
That depends, are you?
We're fine, all of us.
What happened to the
I'm with
outpost?
Amos, Dr. Okoye, and Mertry. I'm not sure where we are.
Cap, we're showing you roughly 800 kilometers from first landing.
I'm not surprised.
Was all that surfaced before, or did it, like, eat away at the surface? Did it, like, unearth itself?
Marco took 2 rocks, 2 chunks of iron.
Who's he gonna fling them at? Earth?
He throw them.
How does any of that help Mars?
That's a good question.
They're just in it for the money.
You're not a guest. You're a prisoner.
Oh, nice. Just to
Hey.
regrow a few missing limbs.
The story will be about how a group of desperate Delta refugees and the Earth scientists overcome their prejudices to stand together against disaster and an alien world. And they made a fortune. Nancy Gao couldn't have a better narrative if she had written it herself.
Now that is a narrative that there could have been disaster, but we overcame it. We can overcome anything. Wait, who was that?
Radio silence from here on out.
Damn it. Was that one of the guys that they were talking to about the deal?
Isa, it's an ambush! What the fuck? Get out of here! Now!
Damn.
Oh, fuck!
Shay, wake up, Bobbie.
I'm sorry I got you into all this.
Don't be. At least now I've got something to do.
Life isn't so boring anymore. Oh yeah, I guess the tsunami could have like washed away a lot of the surface dirt, unveiling a lot of the tech.
I think we should do whatever we can. Make sure we're not the second galaxy-spanning civilization it wipes out.
Galaxy spanning.
We are now.
Well,
It would be nice to get rid of the probe molecule for good.
what's that look for?
Last thing I said to Miller is that rain doesn't taste like anything.
I'm just waiting for the foot to drop, like what shit's about to happen that's gonna be leading into next season.
If we have any chance at surviving what comes next, it'll be because of you. Rest in peace, brother.
Yeah, it looks good.
That was quick.
I'm gonna test it out right now.
Oh,
Expanse is killing me.
test them out.
You all healed up?
Yeah.
I don't want to beat the shit out of you if you're gimpy. You made me kill Wei. I liked Wei.
Oh,
Thank you.
someone tells me he's not gonna make it home alive.
I intend to dedicate my first term to fully opening the ring gates for exploration and for colonization.
One of those asteroids isn't headed there, is it?
And we shall all embrace this.
We haven't had a vacation together since... When did we go to Titan?
Honey, I want a divorce.
It might be better if I stayed. And I think we both need time to adjust.
Please?
You should go alone.
So now what will she do?
Ma'am, assuming your offer to work together is still open, I accept. I think we need each other.
Found a new purpose.
Bobbie, your timing sucks.
Yeah, but what can you do without the power anymore? We'll see how that goes. Oh, here's one of the asteroids. They covered the asteroid in stealth tech. Oh! They may not be able to shoot it off. I was starting to think they weren't going to actually get to Marcos by the end of the season. I was like, is that going to be a loose tie for next season? Oh. He's still a badass. But that's only one asteroid covered in stealth tech. Where's the other one?
It's just you and me now, Marco.
Well, not just.
Is that Naomi's son?
This is Claes Ashford, traitor to the boat.
No.
This is Philip, my son.
Don't kill him.
You do know, Marco, that throwing rocks at Tycho or Ceres will do little to harm the inners.
Those days are over now.
He's gonna throw him at Earth.
You still don't see it. Even our dreams are small.
For the possibilities of main characters that were gonna die, I didn't think of him. I mean, he's not part of the Rossi crew, but
Execution block
I liked him.
for to say.
Was never sure about him, but he did want to do some good in the end.
Go with wisdom, wait when I say.
They're gonna shoot that thing at Earth, aren't they?
Release grapples. And launch.
Has he made his son a believer?
The others will never see them coming.
Damn, we got a lot more than just two. Really? Damn, it's over. Um, well, first up, once the doctor did pull Miller through the little eye thing, she got a vision similar to Holden's, seeing the darkness between the spaces. And the whole planet just kind of powered down, which was anticlimactic. I was hoping for something a little bit more spectacular, but it makes sense. Like, that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to shut everything down. So, success there, and no one died. And at first I was all like, how come all these other structures are on Earth? And I was like, oh yeah, there was a tsunami. So, of course, a lot of that debris, surface dirt and matter all got washed away. So, of course, it would reveal what's beneath. Which now makes it a lot easier for like the scientific teams to like get in and investigate all of the structures of the planet itself. Mercury's alive and he will serve justice, or he will be served justice for his actions. So at least that's a win for Holden. I was thinking maybe there might be some kind of other revelation about the planet that would leave on a cliffhanger. But the big cliffhanger was actually in the war happening in our own solar system between the Belters and the Inners. And Marcos is going full-blown terrorist. He's about to take some big shots at Earth itself. I'm wondering if that's going to be a big focus of next season, or if it'll be something resolved closer to the beginning of the season. But if even just a few of those do hit Earth, I imagine that can do a lot of damage. One, if it hits cities or even near them, the fallout. If it hits an ocean, the tsunami that could affect who knows how many different countries, depending on where it hits. So that is scary for the people on Earth. A lot of innocent people are going to die that never had to do anything with, who are probably just poor, defenseless people trying to survive on Earth. It's not their fault about all the politics and shit. But Marco is just a angry man. And it looks like he's pulled his son, their son, his Naomi's son, into the fold. And he seems to be a willing participant in the carnage. So will Naomi trying to reach out to him sway him? Will he think there's a better way if he speaks with his mother? What does he think of his mother right now? Like, what stories has Marcos told her to turn him against her? All questions I'm going to have to wait a long time to get answers for. Damn it. But I'm glad Amos was able to grow back his fingers. And I can imagine now Avasarala can maybe try to offer some support to Bobbie to investigate the whole weapons dealing with the Belters. But without her political position, what good can she do? I'm sure she probably still has other money and resources and connections that could help, but she won't have the political sway as much. Although with an inbound attack like this, will Gao, one, survive? That's a very there is a possibility that one of those strikes could kill her and Avasarala finds herself back in power again. Or at least Gao reaches out, like, I don't know how to handle this kind of pressure in the wake of a disaster like this. Like, so I wonder if she will bring Avasarala back into the loop as an advisor or counsel or in some other position. Because, yeah, she's going to be definitely a deer in the headlights. Like, I'm in power. Oh, shit. Like, our planet is being bombarded by killer asteroids. And I'm glad the doctor survived. I'm still forgetting her name. The one that did see the darkness between. Because now there is another reasonable mind who knows what happened to Holden and believes him. And she's seen some of the same things too. But I am curious about that darkness between the spaces. Because it seems like the protomolecule feeds on energy and matter and like taking it in and forming it to its own uses. And this darkness between the spaces, I'm wondering if this is some sort of intelligence or technology that instead of controlling the physical and energy, it controls the darkness between, like a dark matter type of intelligence or species or consciousness. And what kind of intelligence like that, what kind of power can they have over the physical world? Because, I mean, even the protomolecule itself can, like, change the trajectory of an asteroid. It can invade whole planets. It can change the laws of physics so that fusion doesn't work. Something that controls dark matter, is that something that can control, like, gravity and other unseen forces? The possibilities are... There's a lot of possibilities there. Damn. What did you guys think of this episode? Do you have any... For those of you that don't know the story and haven't read ahead in the books or anything, do you have any theories about what could possibly come next? How many, if any, asteroids hit the planet? What is this darkness between the spaces of everything? But let me know down in the comments below. Hit like and subscribe if you enjoy reactions like these. Ring that notification bell so you don't miss a single one. Thanks for stopping in for this Vicarious View.